Hi, and welcome to another edition of Men in Space. No. Men are so smart, but we're talking about space.
Yes.
What kind of space? Sex in space. Even as a child, when all of the moon landings and all of the rockets and all of that stuff was going on, as I became a teenager, I began to wonder, I wonder if they're having sex up there.
Well, except it was only men flying at first. I never wondered that.
Yeah, that's true, huh? Oh, well, I don't know.
It wasn't until much later that the softer sex got it.
Here's the backstory. You knew it was coming. Romping, I gotta get me a romper. Romping in space is a real concern for astronauts. It's something we know little about, but it's crucial if we ever want to colonize other planets like Mars.
Yep. During a recent Atlantic Live panel, Chris Lenart, an assistant professor at George Washington University, said the topic needs to be addressed immediately. He said, "It's a real concern. Something we really don't know about is human reproduction in space."
If we actually want to go places and stay there, there's a key component, and that's making babies.
Yeah, it is.
Okay? It's hard to imagine getting it on during a rocket mission. Not for me. Considering the lack of gravity.
To me, that just would make it easier, honestly.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And the spacesuits, they're not really the most appealing when it comes to foreplay.
Oh, I don't know. I've seen you in your spacesuit.
Thank you. But during the long mission to Mars, which Elon Musk hopes to make a reality by 2030, I'm not sure I'll be around by 2030, but we'll see. I'd like to be. Yeah. Anyway, it's likely to happen sometime during that trip to Mars.
There are many things that humans need to prepare for before attempting long duration space travel. I'm from Jersey. Combating the radioactive space rays beaming from the sun, keeping your health in good condition, and maintaining your fitness are likely to be prime concerns for astronauts.
But sexual reproduction is probably the most important. If we want to become a spacefaring species and live in space permanently, this is a critical issue we need to address, and it's not been fully studied yet.
Are you sure? Because, you know, the NASA program, they have a tendency to keep things under wraps. And it's a government federal agency. And well, now it's a lot of it is privately funded, but
yeah,
we don't know what kind of experiments they're doing up there. And yeah, they have been sending women in space.
Yeah, yep.
So let's picture that for a moment. Getting it on in space. What would be different?
You'd be in space. You'd be floating.
Okay, let's start there.
You're gonna be floating.
So you're floating, so no rug burns.
No rug burns. That's huge.
I think so. We got that going for us.
Dang.
Which is nice. I don't know. So, can you determine who's on top and who's on the bottom?
I think I think it's like a free for all.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Boy, and I don't think you can smoke in space, so that aspect of it, the after sex thing, is kind of shot for a lot of people.
Yeah. And what about those spacesuits, Ronnie? Were they going to put a zipper in there or fly?
Well, you know, when you're actually inside the capsule, though, you can be in your civvies, as I've seen many an astronaut give a conference in
their underwear,
gym shorts and t-shirt.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, underwear's a little inappropriate.
Yeah, so if you can get down to that, you can get down to business.
Wow. Huh. I can't believe that we haven't studied that yet. And what will we learn? What can a baby be conceived in space? How does that work medically?
I'm wondering, You know, because there's a lot of stuff that happens inside.
Yeah. And gravity plays a role in that.
Yeah. So
if there's no gravity, where does the sperm go?
Yeah, I'm not sure. And when they get together, there's a lot of, like you said, we're gonna have to Google this because I am interested now.
Hold on, Ronnie.
What do you call him?
NASA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hello, NASA. Yeah, it's Lou. No, Lou Gallagher. Hey, look, I got enough of the formality. I got a question. How can I become one of these astronauts who goes into space and experiments with having sex? Too old? Yeah, it's a shame. Prostate? Yeah.
Big problem.
Yeah, okay. All right, can you tell us anything more, NASA, about the experiments that you're doing in space? Anything? Not on the record. Okay, all right, well, thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
So much for that.
I told you they were hush-hush.
Yeah.
They don't tell you anything.
No.
You should be able to, I should be able to call and get answers.
We're taxpayers. We need to know.
Sex in space. Sign me up. All right, here's a story that did not make the headlines. A man was bitten on his genitalia by a venomous spider. Not once, twice.
Yeah. Well, and this is in Sydney, Australia. You know, I think Australia has the most venomous spiders and venomous snakes,
rodents,
than any other continent in the world. So if you're going to get bit by a venomous spider or snake, you'll probably be in Australia.
A spider bite is bad enough, but imagine an aneroid sinking its fangs into someone's genitalia more than once on separate occasions.
This man has been dubbed the unluckiest man in Australia, as he was bitten by a redback spider on the genitalia twice in the same year. The first bite happened in a portable toilet on a work site in April.
Well, that makes you think.
Yeah. The incident caused him to become diligent about checking for creepy crawlers before going to the bathroom.
Me too now.
But it happened yet again on the same area of his body in September.
He says, I was sitting on the toilet doing my business, thank you for that, and just felt the sting that I felt the first time. I was like, I can't believe it happened again. I looked down and saw a few little legs come from around the rim.
The rim of the toilet, I hope.
As opposed to the other rim, yeah. The man reportedly said after the second spider attacked his goods.
The Australian spider is venomous, but not usually lethal. Effects of this type of spider bite include swelling. That may not be
That's not such a bad thing.
Yeah, they may not necessarily be bad. And escalating pain.
No, that's bad.
That's bad, yeah. A serious bite, usually from the larger female spider, can cause nausea, vomiting, headaches, abdominal or chest pain, and generalized sweating and increased blood pressure.
Wow.
Kind of the same symptoms as just going to work. How could they tell the difference, really?
He was diligent.
Yeah.
How can you knock a guy who's diligent? All right, so he got bit.
Yep.
On his goods twice.
Yeah.
And then, I would like to say he should have known better, but...
Well, there's that once bitten, twice shy thing, so...
Fool me once.
He's twice bitten.
Fool me twice.
He's probably 3 times shy.
Don't be fooled again. All right. There's another episode of Men Are So Smart. Don't forget all of the information and links you can find in our description to all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, what am I forgetting? Our email addresses, our Facebook page is at Men Are So Smart. We'd love to have your comments. I don't know what you're going to say about a spider.
I can't wait to see some of these comments.
We'd love to hear from you. We appreciate your feedback, and we appreciate you watching. So thanks again. This has been another episode of Men Are So Smart. I'm Lou Gallagher.
I'm Corvette Ronnie.
See you next time.